Let's try the 4. Alright, now see if it feels nice.
Today, I turned 58. How did time pass me by faster than I can outrun it? It's as if time dilates faster whenever I'm working here. Not that it matters, but I doubt anybody would even remember I exist today. Out here, I'm just another cog in the wheel. The irony is that I've helped this company build the system that allows them to replace me when they deem all my capacitors are fried. At what point in my career did I become another case of replaceable components on a circuit board? That is the sad reality of the world we live in today, where we are getting more connected wirelessly and physically, and yet becoming more disconnected spiritually. You can call it the ramblings of a crazy older man, but I am on the side of humanity, even though that sounds contradictory when my work involves building components that make robots. Depending on how you look at it, you can argue that I am now more pro-human, because after studying human anatomy, its makeup in terms of chemicals, and its physiology, I now appreciate more how meticulous and intricate our human body is when you try to replicate its form and function through synthetic means, like servos and actuators. It is sometimes humbling and scary to conclude that a higher power or divine mind made all of these intricacies possible. I have been in the field for a few decades now and see the trajectory of advancements in these fields. It will be catastrophic if left unchecked and falls into the wrong hands of an evil person or group. More robots would benefit the company I worked for because it means more profits, but my convictions would rather have more humans than heartless robots. Unfortunately, with how our world is, the line has been blurred, which sometimes makes it difficult to distinguish one from the other, figuratively speaking. I don't mean to sound like a whining boss baby, but after all the crap that I've put through all these years working in this company, a simple gesture of thank you would have sufficed. But what do you expect when working with a bunch of heartless robots? The funny thing is that they think I'm the one who's the robot, and when you ask them what made them believe that, they cannot defend their argument. It's as if the only way to be human is to be dumb and stupid. The tactics of accusing the opponent of what the other party is guilty of are getting old and very predictable, just like in politics, where mudslinging is the name of the game. Had I known at the beginning that I'd end up like this, would I have given everything that I've got knowing I'm going to end up just another loose screw to be replaced and discarded? It is highly debatable, but there are life lessons that are learned the hard way. Life isn't fair, and I wish I had known that sooner. It comes with age, I guess, as you gain more experience, hang out with various folks, and see what it's like to be in their shoes. I refuse to harbor this hatred and anger and expect that shouting my concerns and frustrations louder would change others' minds about their worldviews. Some people are so ingrained in their distorted belief system that it's almost like talking to a tree when you try to reason with their logic. The stronghold on their mind is thicker than what their skulls can hold. I cannot make people think the way I think, nor can they make me get inside their brains and think like them. I didn't experience their life, nor did they experience mine. If they're angry about certain things, sure, be angry. Now we're one step towards making any improvement. But merely pointing out what's wrong won't fix anything. Instead of putting all that energy into complaining, why not try coming up with multiple solutions to solve the issue? Trust me, I can see their frustration. I've also shared those pain points working under the same conditions, but I have to let this rage go. Otherwise, I will get poisoned by this bitterness, which would be dumb and pointless, because that would be a life wasted on a brief moment of stupid decision because some inconsiderate bozos ruin the experience for everyone. Sometimes you can't fix hardened cement that has stayed stationary for a long time. You'll have to bulldoze the road and start over. To the best of my ability, I have given this company everything and provided so much value. I have given them a chance to see a vision they otherwise wouldn't be able to see if they did it on their own. If they can't see that, then that is their problem. I don't need to defend myself. The value I've created will stay with me and continue growing. Let them fix any issues, update their programs, and see how much processing power it requires to solve a problem. If anyone has found a magic wand that can fix everything with a speck of fairy dust, I would like to know where to find one. But most of us must study, apply our knowledge, and discipline ourselves to endure a difficult road. When I was young, I envied those whose path was laid on a silver platter. Regarding resources, they didn't seem to struggle to pursue what they wanted, and there was always someone to back them up financially, or whatever support would allow them to thrive. That's not the case for many of us with limited privileges, and it's not necessarily by choice. It stinks when no one is there to be by your side, but the question is, what are you going to do about it? Will you continue to be an observer, or will you take action and do something about your life when no one else would live it for you? Now that I live halfway through my life, I admire those who have risen above their difficult circumstances. Even though the odds are overwhelmingly stacked against them, they are resourceful enough to find ways to keep chasing the dreams that other people have told them are foolish. Great civilizations of the past were built by dreamers and visionaries who were heavily opposed and sometimes called insane for not following the program. Every invention and discovery starts from a desire for something better than the common knowledge or tools we're stuck with. Innovation was born out of frustration and the necessity to develop something better to avoid pointless wanderings. Software and hardware go hand in hand in solving problems, which makes it possible to shrink the world in the palm of our hands in communication. This progress is common knowledge now, but it was all science fiction back then. We've taken all of these for granted, but think about how long it would take a human being to do even the most straightforward calculation of retrieving every frame in a video and every pixel of information in it. How long will it take to send a text message anywhere in the world via traditional letters? We laugh at this, but remote communication was only made possible through letters and horse transportation back then. These sorts of conversations used to carry weight and prestige, but times have changed, and now these dialogues are almost foreign to so many people, like the aberrations of past films in a museum. It doesn't seem to carry the same weight as, let's say, BTS or Taylor Swift's new lover interest and another breakup song. It's a free country, and people can vote how they want to spend their attention. If that's your thing, then that is your thing. All I'm trying to say is that there are countless topics, discussions, and fields out there waiting to be tapped into, and technological advancements waiting to be invented. Like everything else, adapting to constantly changing seasons is necessary for survival. What works back then may not necessarily work now. Times can get tricky, and acquiring new skills is almost mandatory to move forward. Nobody signs up for hardships and struggles, but regardless of whether we signed up or didn't sign up for the program, we will face them in some form or another, be it mental or other forms of test to build or break us. We choose how we dance to the music this life will throw at us.
Hey Mark, are you daydreaming again? I overheard you talking to yourself again. Must be a pretty exciting conversation you've got going on because you zoned out like you're in the Bahamas or something. By the way, in case you didn't hear the alarm, it's lunchtime.
Is it lunchtime already? Morning came fast. You know how it is here, it's very hectic. Even though I have a lot on my mind, I swear I am not turning into Buzz Lightyear. I'll see you in the break room. Thanks, Sophia.
Hey bro, I'm in deep crap right now. I don't have enough dough to buy diapers for my kid or groceries for a week. How is anyone affording anything today? Seriously, it's pretty brutal. Can you lend me some money?
Nah, dog, I'm just as broke as you are. Sorry, G. I got a few bucks in my pocket if you want it, but that's all I've got, man.
So, did you guys hear the commotion that another round of layoffs is happening again this week?
No, but I wonder who'll be the lucky winner this time. Maybe it's Tubby Tony for taking big dumps and constantly clogging the toilet. Yeah, he pretty much destroyed the toilet down here. That dude needs to see a doctor or something, because I'm pretty sure after we're done eating here, he's going upstairs to drop the bomb and demolish the toilet up there too.
Is that why he always wears a jersey with the number 2? We're going to need more plumbers to fix his mess.
Okay, everyone, quiet down. The boss is coming. Many of you probably know by now that the company is undergoing significant changes. You might have noticed that several new pieces of equipment have been installed to streamline and make production more accessible for everyone. Since these new machines can produce more output, we do not need as many people as we have now in each department and production line. Some of you will receive a letter stating whether or not you will join us in the next round. I will keep this meeting brief, and that will be all.
What are we going to do now?
We all need to take a chill pill. That's what we're doing. It's not the end of the world. If we receive the pink slip, we can always go on unemployment until we figure out the next move.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm just as surprised as you are. Honestly, you are one of the best we've got here. Some folks overheard you speak to other workers and got inspired to read more and develop their thinking. The authority figures above the company didn't like it when someone below them was way more intelligent than them. They deemed that as a threat to their quote-unquote power. Sorry, bro. Let me know if you need any help. I know that it does not make things better or easier to say that countless others got laid off or let go for good. Times are tough, especially during these times of uncertainty. People feel uneasy, and sometimes they let fears control their whole being and make unwise decisions.
It's not your fault, man, and I appreciate your concern. I'm going to start packing my things now, but you know what? I am who I am. This is just my nature. I love helping people and sharing what I know. If they don't like it, then they can take a hike.
Hey Mark, I heard from Pete that you're one of the ones that got let go. I'm sorry, Mark. I feel bad. That really stinks. What are you going to do? Everything you've worked hard for will be taken away from you.
It's all right, Sophia. I've been through this several times before, but it doesn't make it any less painful or frustrating each time. But remember this. They may be able to take everything away from me, but they can never take away my groove.
Hey, Marky. It's time to go home. You fell asleep at your desk again. It must be a pretty lovely dream you've got going on. Hello? It's time to wake up.